So David Plom, Sumner Redcliff's Anglican Church, good to have you with us. Thanks very much indeed for joining us this afternoon. You've got 5 minutes to present your submission today.
Thank you very much, Deputy Mayor. I have brought with me, and I'd like to introduce the Reverend Dr. Thomas Brower, who is the Vicar of Sumner Redcliff's Anglican Parish. My name is David Plom, and yes, I am wearing my Christchurch City Council staff ID badge, but today I address you as a private citizen. I'm a ratepayer and a resident of Sumner. I'm a volunteer at Sumner Redcliff's Anglican Parish, and as I say, with me today is our vicar. Our parish is extremely grateful for the support we receive from council and ratepayers in the form of rates remissions. It's always been a challenge operating a community-based charity providing significant public good, and it's even more so in these difficult times. Yes, we are suffering financially due to COVID, but we in Sumner have not yet gotten over the earthquakes. As a local social services provider, we are often first on the scene during relational, mental and physical crises, and our staff and volunteers are in high and constant demand. Whilst there may be a perception Sumner and Redcliffs are wealthy suburbs, the simple fact is there are high rates of family breakdown and youth suicide throughout Christchurch. For us, the existing rates remission is critical to many of our community initiatives providing significant public good. My written submission has a list of our community initiatives, but I shall emphasise only two. One, Light Switch is a mental health counselling program for children at Redcliff's primary school. Light Switch has been set up to be a top-of-the-cliff response addressing youth suicide. 5 years ago, I assisted police searching for a missing person. The eldest daughter of a friend was found at the bottom of the cliff at Whitewash Head. Local people are often first on the scene. After the 2011 earthquake series, Sumner Redcliff's Anglican Parish lost all our property on Wakefield Ave in Sumner when we were red zoned. We lost our Sumner Church, our hall, our offices and our vicarage. We lost our land and we lost our place in our community. Since the earthquakes, we have bought the 120-year-old Methodist Church on Nayland Street in Sumner. So now we have a place back in Sumner, but the hard work is ahead of us. Young and old, we have dreams to repurpose, renovate and rebuild. The second community activity I want to bring to your attention is our youth work at Nayland Street. We provide weekly activities to engage local community high school youth. We provide indoor skateboarding and camps. We teach on values, community ethics and morality. We would not have been able to provide a large enough building to accommodate 50 to 60 young people from our local community in Sumner had we not been subsidised by our rates remission. We are excited Council have approved the construction of the Sumner Skateboard Park. Thank you. We agree that providing a skateboard ramp for youth in Sumner is a significant public good. But did you know we have an indoor skateboard ramp in the old church hall in Nayland Street? Yes, we have leaky and rotten old buildings, and yet we are not so precious that we stop the neighbourhood kids riding skateboards inside them. We have very little free cash to fund our charitable activities, providing significant public good. but we still have some earthquake money set aside in a building fund. But are we too rich for a rates remission? If the proposed policy for charities are to be applied to church groups, and if our building fund is excluded from rates remission, Sumner Redcliff's Anglican parish would need to reduce its services somehow to offset this cost increase. Wages are a big part of our costs. Would we look at cutting funding for a youth worker? Or a pastoral care worker? Or a mental health counsellor? I don't know. I don't believe that the proposed rates remission change has been adequately considered by Council, and we ask that Council drop the proposed rates remission policy from the long-term plan. Thank you.
Thank you very much indeed for coming along this afternoon to deliver that message. You're one of a number of submitters representing a number of groups that have come along and told us the same or very similar things through their submissions. So you're certainly not alone in making the point that you've made well this afternoon. So thank you. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor.